When I picked up the controller and started my first playthrough of the new Uncharted 4 gameplay, I expected the game to feel familiar to the 3 that came before. Almost immediately, it was clear I was in for an experience new to the Uncharted world.
I lost the signal.
Hey, you know what never loses signal? Paper.
At this point in the game, Nathan, Sully, and Nate's older brother Sam, a new character thought dead who draws the younger Drake back into the treasure hunting business, are in Madagascar. They're on the road to a volcano on the hunt for the treasure of real-life pirate Henry Avery and hop into a 4x4 to set off on their adventure. The level was ultimately about getting from point A to point B, but instead of a clear, linear path, the open-world-inspired journey offered and encouraged detours. Every time you followed a path that ultimately took you off course, there was something to be found that benefited the exploration. At first, the demo forces you to this realization. Uncharted 4 prompts you to stop and exit your vehicle in front of a small set of ruins that holds nothing more than a treasure, but the lesson is clear. Take the time to stop and look around. When the path you're supposed to follow leads you to the rickety bridge you're supposed to cross, the longer scenic road also takes you to a river that leads to a waterfall. It's easy to drive right past, but getting out of the 4x4 and exploring benefits you with finding one of the pirates' hideouts, complete with a note that you can add to your collection, and yes, another treasure. There were several of these hidden areas, treasures, and additions to Nate's journal scattered throughout the level, all of which are easy to miss if your goal is rushing as quickly from start to finish as possible. But looking around for treasure isn't the only distracting indulgence you'll find. Simply put, Uncharted 4's landscape is beautiful. Driving from one point to another can be inherently boring if there aren't enemies to evade or fight along the way, so Naughty Dog decided to make the terrain you traverse part of the engagement. Navigating the vehicle felt as authentic to the experience of driving an actual 4x4 as one could imagine. The surfaces you drive over react to your vehicle. Mud, in this area, proved to be especially tricky. The level we were shown had several areas that were difficult to navigate. In order to progress, you needed to get creative, like using the winch Sully and Sam were just bantering about.
See, Sully? Winch. Totally worth it.
We cleared a hill. It hasn't exactly paid for itself.
The longer you spend in the 4x4, the more time you have to listen. Uncharted games have always had sharp writing, but getting to eavesdrop on Sully, Nate, and Sam's small talk, that's worth the extra time spent. It makes the journeying more enjoyable.
Just follow my lead.
The final section of the Uncharted 4 demo leaned into the combat and offered an option for both rushing in guns blazing or stealthing through the level, whatever your style. Coming upon the mercenaries guarding an abandoned tower in the middle of a relatively open area, you can either try to shoot your way across each area of enemies or use the cover to help you progress without being seen. A Thief's End's new marking system would have helped me stealth my way through the tower if I had taken advantage of it, but my patience with subtlety proved to be shorter than I expected. I found it far more effective to stealth kill one section of the guards, then make a rush for the sniper at the top of the tower once I was detected. At least the new stealth indicator let me know when the enemies realized I was just going to make a run for it. During this sequence, I didn't use Nathan Drake's new rope mechanic as much as I expected. There was never a moment when I felt using the rope would have benefited me more than my familiar set of skills. Even the wooden frame begging me to swing from it to navigate up the tower felt like the least helpful way to progress. Uncharted 4 looks bigger, better, and more beautiful than its predecessors. It offers up diverse gameplay and creates a unique, more detailed feel to the world. But any Uncharted fan knows these games are made by the story. Exploring A Thief's End for a brief 30 minutes convinced me that, despite development delays, mechanically, this game is worth the wait. But will the story be similarly impressive? That's the big question that remains. For everything Uncharted, keep it here at IGN.
Yeah, they're definitely going all in, aren't they?
And getting awful close to that volcano.
I was thinking the same damn thing. They found the treasure already.
Well, look, they're searching every inch of this place. If they'd found it already, they wouldn't be searching.